Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Welcome to this special Thanksgiving show of in the 1 minute with Jay Works. God, that's got to be good and blessed. It's sounding good, folks. I hope you guys having a lovely evening on this Thanksgiving day. A lovely, lovely evening on this Thanksgiving day. The topic is real riveting. It's riveting so much, it's unbelievable. It's a question, actually. Where would you be on this day without whom? And the secondary posed question is, are you with family on this day? So let's go, folks. Let's go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, folks. You can start it over, Jerry. You can take your time. I'm on live TV. Let's not do no hiccups. Yes, I'm cooking as we speak, folks. Turkey's in the oven. The wife's doing the storming down. Let me tell you our story for the day. We had a turkey early this week. And we let it thaw out a little too longer than others. And it didn't happen for us. So we had to go out and get a new turkey today, which is way more expensive, had to be thawed out. It was when we bought that was thawed out. And God prevailed the way. My daughter's in the kitchen, my 14-year-old, and my 10-year-old's in the kitchen with their mom. And they not making no blunders or no groups. They in there. They storming it up. So I'm thankful for that today. The sports news of the day, the Lions in the fourth quarter is getting a little handed to them by 14 points over the Green Bay Packers. 14-29. 15 points. Looks like the Packers might win this game, folks, allegedly. I'm waiting on my Dallas Cowboy game this afternoon. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. How many games are on TV today? NFL. Yes. And I'm thinking it's got to be 4. The NFL schedule for today on Thanksgiving.
Today, the Commanders will play the Cowboys at 4:30 p.m.
Yes. Yes. Commanders and the Cowboys at 4:30. 49ers and the Seahawks at 8:20. So, folks, this is a line of sports for you guys to enjoy today, especially football. I'm pretty sure there's some NBA games on. Let's check. What's the NBA schedule looks like today on Thanksgiving?
According to NBC Connecticut, the league does not schedule games on Thanksgiving Day.
The league doesn't schedule things on Thanksgiving Day. There won't be no basketball. They home with their families. So that's where that's going to be. So, strongly in the news today, on this day, they're allegedly prosecuting Pete Diddy for everything. I'm hearing allegedly that it's a settlement in looming in one of his cases. Hoping it works out for you, Diddy. I'm a huge fan. Brother, keep praying. Keep moving. Brother, love. Keep showing the love, Diddy. Diddy. I had another story that I've written down. Um, I think it was far as uh, on Thanksgiving days. A lot of the athletes, yes, a lot of the athletes in the three different major sports: baseball, football, and basketball. Give away turkeys on this day. They go back to their own hometown in neighborhoods that's underprivileged, that don't have ways of buying a meal or having a turkey. Athletes go to their town, their city, where they grew up at, and hand out turkeys for the whole morning. So that's very appreciative, that's respectful, and that's blessings. So any of you players out there that's listening to this podcast, I thank you and salute you for things that you've done and doing for your community. Keep on, and hope your career lasts long and a good longevity of it. You'll be healthy for it. Thank you, folks. Thank you, ball players. Okay, we'll sneak on into our topic of the day. Who are you thankful for? And why? On this day, on Thanksgiving. You know, for me, I have a lot to be thankful for in a lot of different ways. Um, my mom and my dad, especially them two. My mom had me in the early 70s, and I was born with a lot of complications. And she didn't know, was I going to survive it or not? And you can imagine a young teenager with a son that they done told her so many stories to about survival and living a normal life. And she took on that. Um, my mom did so much with so little knowledge of a son with a birth defect in many ways in one. And having an older child, which is only a year and a half, a year and months older than me, my mom took on her responsibility. Took on a harsh responsibility. And it happened to hamper her in so many different ways. So she learned on the fly. And I think she learned, she didn't understand. Um, I was in a foster home at an early age, and she had to fight for that. Um, as well as with another daughter 2 years later. So my mom was real strong and willing to do what she had to do to take care of her two daughters and her one son at this point, early in my life. And being in foster care, my mother fought for me to be from up under that care. No matter how I got there, she was willing to take on the max specs, either to go to jail for. You know, my mother always told me I would die and go to hell for you and your sisters. And that's something I took with me everywhere I went since I was been a young man having kids. I took that sentiment my mother used to say. And my parents fought so many different ways to have this man here who was here today in front of you. Um, Fast forward 7 years later, moving to Boston with my dad. My dad And my stepmom raised 7 children. 7 children. And it was hard, but my dad and my stepmom did it. On the will of what kind of way, I don't know. But I was well fed, great nurtured, well respected. I was taught things that I never thought I would know in my life. My stepmother was everything. For one, I think in my life, of any woman who takes care of another woman's children, that's her husband, that's a strong woman. Children that she didn't bear or push out or deliver, that's strong. That's something that you can't even fabricate or think about. And my stepmom did for years. And then for those children to have children, to have my child as her grandchild, you know, my sister's child as her oldest granddaughter. My son is her oldest grandson. That was a blessing in disguise. My journey, I didn't know where it was going to be, but my stepmom made it an easy one. My dad made it an easy one. My mom got me. She willed me there. And my stepmom and my dad took over. And here I am today. And that journey on the way, yes, it was troublesome. I got in some trouble real bad, me and my brother, my oldest brother. You know, and lost 3 or 4 of my fingers at a job at a young age. My fingers got grinded up in a cube steak machine. You know, I was told I would never be able to use it again. I'm using it today. Of course, with a lot of pain, not arthritic in my hand. But you wouldn't hear me complain. I'm thankful for a lot, ladies and gentlemen. It was times I shouldn't be on this earth, but God had other plans for me. Just recently, I caught the COVID-19. 2020 in March. And I'm supposed not to be here today, but he has given me the power to fight my way through the sickness of health and taking them poisons away from me, and to give me a way to do what I'm doing today and to keep working and striving and to keep struggling in ways that you wouldn't imagine. I just keep smiling. I'm thankful for the man upstairs. And as well as my 3 parents, I'm thankful for my kids. They've been very, very supportive of me at a young age. It was difficult for them to know where their dad was at or what their dad was trying to do, or how their dad got this, how their dad got that. But my kids has always understood. And the ones that ain't, we still don't speak to those levels or those kinds of disparity. But I'm here. I'm always willing for discussions. I'm always willing for open things that I could have did better. And I want you to do better as my children. Is to raise my grandkids no better than anyone in this world could. Because you can fabric and do it better. Because they're yours. And also do better than me and your mom if you guys have some discrepancies about me and your mother or issues. I was blessed to know you guys. And for me to be on you guys' lives and you guys understand who your dad and your mom was, I was blessed to tell you guys I'm your father. And for my boys, stand out men. Stand out men. My sons are standout men. And they have their issues. And they have their non-believing issues. But they all stand out men. My oldest son, he has been married for several years. And his wife, she's been with him through thick and thin. And they have lived a life of whatever they walked into, whatever door, whatever blind side, whatever window they didn't open or close, they're still together. And I want you to know my blessings and my prayers go out to my daughter, my daughter-in-law, and my son. Heavily and fully, you guys got my heart. Keep being the parents you are. Keep learning and teaching these kids the way you guys want them to be raised, which is my grandchildren. So I'm blessed for that with my oldest son. My second oldest, or my third oldest, he's like my cup of tea. When I tell you this guy is his dad's friend, his dad's brother, his dad everything. He wants to know. He wants information. I love you, son. I love the man who you have become. Because you have grown, you was grown with two sisters who was older than you. And they put the work on you, man. You know, they put the work on you. In saying that, you became a man. I love to buy the way you go out working, possessing this thing you have to work, like your last name, WORKS. I love that. I love that stigma about you, that you don't go to sleep unless you work some hours. For you to be a young man that of your age and your caliber, soon to be 30, to have custody, to have the wherewithal where your kids at all times, I salute you. With all my heart and might, I salute you, my son, my junior. I salute you and I love you. Keep up the good work. To my second to last son, same name as mine. I love you, boy. Soon to be 24, no children. Love that. Love you got the attitude of a family person and taking care of your nieces and nephews and always trying to have a job to support you and the things you want. Love you, man. I'm thankful to be your dad. And whatever you got, you can't speak to me about, I'm here. The dialogue's always open. Your dad's door's always open. Your dad's phone line is always open for you. Because you are my Romy. No matter what anybody tells you, your dad loves you. Yes, I do. And for my girls, my oldest daughter living out in Texas, I love you. You and my 5 grandbabies. Keep up the good work. Keep going. Don't look back. Don't come back to misery or less company or less friendship or less love. Keep going. I love what you're doing. I love how you're bringing up your kids. The wealth and the welfare is serious what you're doing. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're always going to be part of my heart. For my second oldest daughter, wow, what can I say? You got them boys looking like men. Daddy is thankful for what you're doing and how you're doing and how you work, how you pick your babies up after work, how you're going to be. You have a full-time job when you leave work. I salute you. I salute you. Keep being you, doing it your way. Your dad loves that. For the first little girl, I laid eyes on the delivery room. Brigham's and Women's. I love you. I gave you that name for a reason. You and my granddaughter, keep doing you. Living under your own rules, on your own agendas, working hard, keep getting things you want, keep leaving in you. Keep staying on your tippy toes on everything you do. God is always going to be with you. You're my granddaughter. No matter what, I love you guys. And Dad always got you in the middle of his heart. Not the bottom, not around, not in front, but in the middle. I love you. Never forget that. I'm always going to be your father. The phone is always open. No matter what anybody tell you about me, no matter what you think about me, I'm always going to love you the way I always tell you. And for the one who's pushing the engine, the one who stays in school and know all the rules, you know who you are. Education is always the key to you. And all the boundaries and ropes you done jumped over and helping your mom be the woman she is today, being a catalyst to her and your brothers. I love you for being a strong human being and looking like your father and your baby sister. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are one of my woman heroes. Remember that. I love you. And for the young lady I taught how to fix them brakes, change them tires, to put you first, to always dictate situations in your life, no matter what. I want to tell you a secret. I'm never mad at you. You picked and choose your decision you want to do and how you want to be in your life, and you stand in 10 toes. And I love you for that. Just dictate you, know you. Love yourself first. You always going to be that one to me. Love you. I want to tell one of my babies something. In 2008, when your mother told me she was pregnant, I told her, I don't need no more kids. I'm not a man enough for no more kids. Child support is killing me for these kids. She said, that's none of my business. I'm keeping my baby. That's the best decision I ever heard a person make for me in my life, was for your mom to have you. You're the reason why I'm still in New York State. You're the reason why I love doing what I do for you and your siblings more than anything in this world. You're the reason why I keep working. You're the reason why I keep faith and being a father to my daughters. You're the reason why I want to keep teaching my daughters to be women, be outstanding women and leaders in their home as well as their community, and to respect themselves. You're the reason why I married your mom. It may not be perfect every day. It may not be perfect some days. It has its days. But I married your mom because of you. You're the only reason why I love you. It was days you didn't talk or speak. I gave you the wherewithal to want to speak. I taught you words and letters that I only knew how. Now today you're speaking better than anything I ever imagined. I just want you to keep going and have faith in yourself and believe in you and believe in your education. Because tomorrow was never promised to your dad. But I know you're always going to be promised to me. Is to be my daughter. And I'm proud to be your father. I'm emotional, folks, because I'm an emotional person. And I love so hard my kids. And I'm thankful for them. And I have a little girl that we put several names in the box. Me, my wife, my 2 sons, and my 2 daughters. And I picked and put my hand in the box after everybody else. And I came up with that name. The name I came up with, if y'all could change the music, that'd be nice. If Jerry could change the tunes, that'd be nice, and put it back to where it was. If she only knew what she brings to me. You know, at her age she is today, she made me have commitments in my life. Put it what you see it on, please. Please put it back. Um, it's always a new beginning when you have a child. And this little baby, just started over, son. I know you qualified to know that. Um, I named her Sunshine for a reason. Um, that's good. Please start it over. Um, I named her Sunshine for a reason. This baby gets up and smile every time I see her. Um, she's everything to me. You know, there's one time she went to school, told the school, I love my dad. They said, why? She said, because he looks like me. I'm never gonna forget that. She was a little girl. Every day, the recent several years, I put my baby on the bus, and I'm honored to get up every morning and see this little girl's face when I tell her it's time to go to school. Each and every kid lives in my house, loves school like there's no other. And I live vicariously through them when I see them wanting education. Because there was some days when I was younger, I didn't know education. I didn't know I was even going to school. But I ended up learning and finding my way through school. But my babies are enjoying school. And Sunshine loves school like there's no other. And she makes me so proud of her. My heart goes out to her. Every time I see the girl smile or talk, she's a sunshine. She's a bright light over me. She's a reason, one of the great reasons in my life I keep going. Days I get up hurting and sore. And I'm thankful to have these kids because I don't give up on them. I'm thankful to be in this marriage because I don't give up on that woman. I try everything in my power to lead my family, to lead my wife, to lead my kids in that guidance, in that right way. I try to shelter my family that I have built with my wife and all the frustration she has going through, which is my wife I'm speaking on. I try to make sure I understand what she's going through and what she have went through. I don't wish that upon no one, what she have told me, what I know, but I'm thankful to be around her today. Her life was never the perfect one by any means. Her life is one of the worst lives I ever heard of before me. But since she's been with me, I try to put all the light and shine in whatever she needs. And it's been a rocky marriage. It's been no further than me still learning myself. And her, I guess, learning her too, as well as mental illness in the middle of it. But I'm thankful for having all of that on this day. I'm thankful for having a 14-year-old son from this woman who wants to give the world everything and still become a man and work at every capacity that he feels like. He wants to make both his parents proud. My son has been a straight A student since he risen to go to school. In months and semesters when he slacks, he busts his behind to try to make up the average. Because the grades are getting harder and situations are, and he's going to be a boy to like young sisters, you know. So I definitely get it. But he's another reason why I smile and I go on. And he's another junior of mine. So I love you, son. If you listen to this, I want you to keep being who you are, learning, eating, and resting, and learning, eating, and resting. Because it's going to become a day you're going to be that leader that we all look up to. And today, your dad telling you, I look up to you. Not just because you, my son, because the person you have become, the gentle giant you are. You were so beautiful in words and heart, and in movement and helpful. And you're so driven to be good. Son, you was born good. Actually, you was born great. Just keep up the hard work. Keep up your last name, WORKS. And you're going to be okay. You're going to be damn sure all right. You're going to be better than I was. I love you. And the one kid in my life that I'm grateful, I'm thankful to be around him, to know him. He's been every but a rock, piece of talc, a diamond in my world. Because with him, I have to be more than a man to understand my son, to understand his gifts and his weaknesses early. His speech, his will not to know, his will not to understand, his will to understand but not know, his dyslexic to feel but not see, his honor to fight for what he do know, which has cooking, cleaning, snowing. His less understanding things is my power to keep teaching him. He's been my baby since I looked at his mother, since he was 2 years old. He's always going to be my baby. He has risen through the ranks of he may not make it. He ain't going to understand it. He lashes out. He leaves the classroom. He shuts down. When he home, he's my baby. He's my Mr. Jones. He's my son that does everything he's asked to do. Changing tires, jacking the truck up, putting the brakes on, boiling the water, making a whole full course meal for his siblings and his dad and his mom at the drop of dime. Graduating high school on time, on a timely fashion, I should say. Second year, community school, art major. Not knowing, not understanding, but just being there. That's all I need to see and hear from you, my son. And it's one thing I want to tell you, if you're around, if you're listening, you always going to have a father in me, Mr. Worms. To you, Mr. Jones, you always going to be my baby, my young fella, my son. I will tell your dad and your mom any day, you are my son, and they respect that. But actually, you're my hero. Everything you done went through in your life, I saw he looked at it and dissected and said, not on my watch. You told me one day I got demons, Dad. I said, hey, I'm here with you. We can work them demons. You reported, you text, you want to hurt yourself. I said, not on my watch. Because you're better than anything else around me. You hurt yourself, you be hurting me and your mom and your sisters and your brothers and the people who love you. The man you becoming, you better than I was. And I'm proud to tell you, you're my hero. Keep on asking questions. Keep on wanting to learn. Keep on wanting to draw. Because your drawing is beautiful. Your drawing is gift. God gave you that gift. God gave you the gift to be Isaiah Jones. Don't ever forget that. I love you, son. And your will to live and breathe is what I'm thankful for today. So if you're listening to this podcast, happy Thanksgiving to my son. Keep having your head up. Keep your head real high. Don't worry about nothing else. And keep a personal relationship with God. He's going to keep guiding you. I love you, son. Well, folks, I am thankful and grateful of being a husband today. But what I am is thankful for being a certain person's friend in my life. For the last 20 years, I have tried to learn this person with all my might. Try to walk down the aisle with this person with all my heart. Try to give this person all my gifts that I'm still learning to give, what I have gave to her. The full gifts this woman have gave me, I can never repay her. The time and sweat and pain for having my babies, I'm grateful for that. I'm not perfect. I'm imperfect. I'm shattered in a lot of ways. But I stand 10 toes on saying I love my kids and my family. I love my wife. My life not perfect, but I'm willing to deal it. I'm never going to give up. Because I want my wife to get better for her. I want her to keep helping herself and figure out mental illness and be there for her kids and somewhat in life be there for her grandkids one day. But take care of yourself, Miss Lady, Miss Works. With or without me, I want to see you win. I want to see you lead your kids. I'm not the best husband. I never could be. And I maybe not be the husband for you, but I tried. And the gift you got, keep loving your kids. Don't give up on them. Regardless of I'm around or not, keep being you. Because my babies love you. They love their mom. And everything we don't went through. I want you to appreciate yourself. Because mental illness is cold. It's divided. It's undertended. Mental illness is rough on anyone, especially Black folk. And as a woman, I have seen you go through and endure so much on the mental aspect of life, and you still willing to win and willing to fight your way to be normal. Maybe you are normal. We may not be together on everything. We may not be tight, but we tight on is our kids and the way we want them to be. You told me one time, you said, "Baby, too hard." I said, "Shit, You don't know hard. I grew up in Roxbury. These kids don't know word to me, or word to this, or word to that. They know word to family. They know word to my mother and father. And those are our kids. I'm going to make sure ignorancy do not chop them. These streets do not undivide them. And all I want you to do is keep being you. It's their mom. Don't worry about being a wife to me. You done did that more than once. I'm still growing, baby. I'm still learning me. You just keep being you. God got a place for you. I'm working it out with him. I'm working it out with him. I'm getting it right with him. He got something for you. Just keep believing in him. Keep believing in you. Don't let no illness make you a number or a statistic. The only number you should be is that one. And that's in your kid's life. You know, you have gave me what you gave me, and I'm proud of that. And I don't even want you to go a mile or a half with me anymore. I just want you to go a mile in inches with them. And I'm blessed for the time I have met you and known you up until this day. And regardless what happened with me, you always going to be my wife, my first wife in my life, no matter who's been behind you. Because what matters is today, and tomorrow is a new day. I love you, Mrs. Works, and keep loving my kids. And if you're loving me, that's even bigger and better. But keep the energy, use it on you and the kids, and we're going to be all right. I love you, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys who's a part of me. Who's a part of me. Jay Works. Folks, it's been lovely bringing you into my home, into my thoughts and presence, until this idea of speaking to you guys on this grateful day of Thanksgiving. And the comment I have posed to you: where and whom would you want to be with on this day? Me? Touch it all. It's family, because I'm thankful to have them. So, I'm telling you that. Have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving. Have some turkey and stuffing for me, because I'm about to eat. And actually, I'm still cooking. It's just a blessed day for me. And I love what I do, and I'm going to get better. But please subscribe and like and share in the 1 minute with the host that carries the most love and thought and prayers, Jay Works. Have a good day, America.